Namaskar, I am Satya Sir. Welcome to IDA. Today we class discuss to back EMF and induction motor. Back EMF is the system in the coil of an electric motor that opposes the current flow through the coil. It is a function or property of a resistive that is known as resistive. Back EMF system, the coil of an electric motor opposes the electric current flow through the coil. Whenever armature rotates, the back EMF is the system, the coil of an electric motor that opposes the current flow through the coil when the armature rotates. That means ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ ମୋଟର ଆର୍ମାଚରଟା ଘୁରୁଛି ତ ଗୋଟେ ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ କରେଣ୍ଟ ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ୍ ହେଉଛି ଯେଉଁ କରେଣ୍ଟଟା ପ୍ରଡ୍ୟୁସ୍ କରୁଛି ତା ଆର୍ମାଚର କରେଣ୍ଟକୁ ଅପୋଜ୍ କରୁଛି କ'ଣ କରୁଛି ଅପୋଜ୍ କରୁଛି ତାକୁ କହୁଛି କ'ଣ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ଇଏମ୍ଏଫ୍। ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ଇଏମ୍ଏଫ୍ର ଫୁଲ୍ ଫର୍ମ କ'ଣ ଯେଉଁଟାକି ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରୋମୋଟିଭ୍ ଫୋର୍ସଟା କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରୁଛି ଯେଉଁ ଆର୍ମାଚରରେ ତାକୁ ଅପୋଜ୍ କରୁଛି। ଅପୋଜ୍ ମାନେ କ'ଣ ଯିଏ ଯାକୁ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କଲା କହିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ତାକୁ ହିଁ ସିଏ ଅପୋଜ୍ କଲା ତାକୁ କହୁଛି ବା ବାଟ ରଖିଲେ ତାକୁ କହୁଛି କ'ଣ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ଇଏମ୍ଏଫ୍। ୱିଥଆଉଟ୍ ଆନ୍ ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ଇଏମ୍ଏଫ୍ ଦି ମୋଟର will be not
Relation between back EMF and supply voltage. What are the advantages of the back EMF in DC motor and how back EMF makes motor self-regulating? So friends, let's get started. DC motor has four main parts: permanent magnet, armature conductor, commutator and brushes. These are the main part of the DC motor. We are providing the external supply to the armature conductor. Because of this supply, one EMF induces in the conductor. This EMF causes the current, and because of which torque acting on the conductor and the conductor start rotating. The motion of the conductor is given by the Fleming left hand rule. But for determining the direction of the EMF induces in the conductor, we need to know the Fleming right hand rule. Now what is Fleming right hand rule? Fleming's right hand rule says if we are spreading our thumb, index finger and middle finger of the right hand by an angle of 90 degree, then the thumb shows the motion of the conductor. The field is given by the index finger and the direction of the back EMF induces in the armature of the conductor is given by the middle finger. If we are applying this rule in the given image, then you come to know the direction of the induced EMF is completely opposite to the supply voltage. Now why it is completely opposite to the supply voltage? Why this happened? This happened because of the Lange's law. Now what is Lange's law? Lange's law says causes always oppose the effect. Here cause is the back EMF and effect is the supply voltage. Because of the supply voltage, the back EMF induces in the armature conductor. That is the reason the back EMF opposes the supply voltage. For simplicity, consider the line diagram of the DC motor. Suppose this is the armature of the motor. We are providing the external supply through these end terminals and the EMF induces in the armature conductor is given by EB. Okay. When we are providing the input to the motor, one EMF induces in the conductor. Because of this EMF, current starts flowing in the conductor. This current opposes the current which induces because of the main supply. Here also you can see the direction of the induced EMF opposes the supply voltage. And because the direction of the back EMF is opposite to the supply voltage, that is the reason we are calling this EMF back EMF. The relation between the back EMF and the supply voltage is given by this equation. Here EB shows the back EMF induces in the armature conductor, VT is the terminal voltage, IA is the current induces in the armature and RA is the resistance of the armature. So this equation shows the total EMF induces in the conductor. Here one more thing you can see that the back EMF is inversely proportional to the armature conductor. Okay, so if back EMF increases, the value of the armature conductor decreases. Advantages of back EMF in DC motor. The back EMF has many advantages in DC motor. The first one is that the energy conversion. In DC motor, the energy conversion is possible because of the back EMF. The second advantage of the back EMF is that it's make the motor self-regulating. Now first understand how energy conversion is done in DC motor by the help of the back EMF. As I explained you earlier, the direction of the armature current and the back EMF are opposite to each other. That means we have to do some electrical work for creating the armature current against the back EMF. The total electrical work that the circuit do for inducing the current against the back EMF, that work is converted into the mechanical work, which is the main work of the DC motor. The DC motor convert the electrical energy into the mechanical work. So here the total electrical energy that we require for inducing the armature current against the back EMF, that energy is converted into the mechanical work, and this mechanical work is used for driving the mechanical load. So here we can say the back EMF play a major role for the energy conversion in the DC motor. Now come to the second advantage. The back EMF makes the motor self-regulating. Here, what is the meaning of self-regulating? The term self-regulating means the torque induces on the motor according to the requirement. Now how back EMF makes motor self-regulating? For understanding this, consider the three conditions. First one is that the motor is running at no load. Now consider VR suddenly increases the load on the motor, and in the third condition, VR suddenly decreases the load across the motor. Now first understand what happens when motor is running at no load. If motor is running at no load, that means motor require very less torque. Okay, and torque is directly proportional to the armature current. If the value of the torque is less, that means very small amount of current induces in the conductor. As I explained you, the armature current is inversely proportional to the back EMF induces in the conductor. So if the value of armature current is less, that means the magnitude of the EMF induces in the conductor is very high. Okay, so we can say that at no load condition, the value of the back EMF is nearly equal to the supply voltage. Now consider the motor is running and we suddenly increases the load. In that case, the speed of the motor decreases. If the speed of the motor decreases, then the back EMF induces in the conductor, their magnitude also decreases. The magnitude of the back EMF is inversely proportional to the armature current. So if the value of the back EMF decreases, that means the armature current increases. Armature current is directly proportional to the magnitude of the torque. So if the current increases, that means torque also increases. And high value of torque is the requirement of the motor when we increases the load across it. Okay, so here we are increasing the load across the motor, that means we require high magnitude torque, and we are obtaining that torque because of the back EMF. Now consider the third condition where we are decreasing the load, means the motor is running and suddenly we reduces the load across it. If the load reduces, that means the speed of the motor increases. Speed increases mean back EMF also increases. Back EMF is inversely proportional to the armature current. So if the magnitude of back EMF increases, that means the current falls down, and current is directly proportional to the torque. So if current fall down, that means the torque also reduces. Here what we do, we are reducing the load. That means we need less torque for the motor. So by the help of the back EMF, we reduces the torque. In all that three cases, we see that at no load condition, back EMF is equal to the supply voltage. When we suddenly increase the load, the magnitude of torque increases. This happens because of the back EMF. And in third condition, when we reduces the load, in that case also, because of the back EMF, the magnitude of torque reduces. So we can say that back EMF makes the motor self-regulating. So friends, I hope you like my video. For study in detail, you may also refer our official website, which is thecircuitglobe.com. Here you can see I explain the topic along with the diagram and advantages. I also explain the relation between the mechanical power supply voltage and the back EMF. Friends, please like, comment and share this video, and for getting more video like this, don't forget to subscribe my channel.